Hello there and welcome to the Play Ascension program. I'm Vidia Ramphal alongside Fenwick. We have three great games ahead for you. One of them, of course, the big game Terminix La Horquetta Rangers against Club Sando.
Yes, it's going to be a tough one this because of the styles of play. You've got Rangers that want to be attacking right through, and any team under Angus, you know, they're always going to be tough to beat. So many players behind the ball, Vidia.
Also have Police against Queen's Park Cricket Club, QPCC, the draw special.
Well, that'll be an interesting game, yes, because they can't seem to get away from these draws at the moment, so I'm interested to see how that one plays out.
And of course, Defence Force, they're taking on FC Santa Rosa.
Yeah, tough one for Santa Rosa because I think Defence Force have been very strong, lots of experience in their side, and it's a game I expect them to win.
Well, let's head across to La Horquetta first of all. Terminix La Horquetta Rangers have scored 21 goals against Super League teams. However, when they came up against Defence Force, it was a 0-0 draw. Yes, they should have won because they missed a penalty. However, how will they fare against Club Sando?
Listen, this is a tough one for me because there's been several changes in the starting lineup. They've got 2 or 3 injuries in there that I think are key. Tyrone Charles is out. Hayden Tinto's out. They're players that I think are great on the ball. Recognise, Vidia, that this pitch is really tight, it's really intense, and if you come very well organised defensively, it's difficult to break you down. So I'm interested to see what changes they make and how good it is for Rangers.
So let's see how it went. Terminix La Horquetta Rangers, they come up against the Pro League side, Club Sando.
Behind the corruption index, we a small island, I'm mad and I've been vexed. I coming like a super soldier when they inject. Ceremony veins, super ceremony thing flex. I'm gonna grab the mic straight till death. Better like a man in debt, but he's still fed. Government gear we trust and they milk it. White collar crime and he can't make a jail yet. I'm gonna make a jail with this one. I get no bail cause I snipe from a distance. My aim don't fail, 10 shots, never miss once. And I gone in an instance. Rap so flow, no biggie or key, no indicator. Swerving Lancelot lane, straight innovator. Men say that's not same when you see me later flooding port and Spain. Brad used to say no follow nobody, used to eat green plum cause the yellow too runny. No my belly now yellow, I'm afraid nobody know who I to be. And I'm talking about Holly. Dragon breeding fire, you are more unsully. Be a trini. Tell me weed, how you go pop money? Future crowd, bloody breed, how you go stop money? Boy, you in $1 jam and the DJ call mommy. Killing on the beat boss, so angelic. You don't wanna try me, I go give you headache. Tunis like salt, be so embedded. Never gonna stop like a troll going on Reddit. I'll be going up. Now we see me glowing up. Now we getting big, now few friends showing up. I don't need them real books, so I know enough. Rap soup, tunis like salt piece. Rap soup, in $1 jams like salt piece. Rap soup, tunis like salt piece. In $1 rap soup, rap tunis like salt piece, so embedded. Never killing any beat boss, so angelic. You don't wanna try me, I go give you headache. Tunis like salt piece, tunis like salt piece. Rap soup, in $1 tunis like salt piece. Rap soup, tunis like salt piece. In $1 jam, and the rap soup, tunis like salt piece, so embedded. Never killing any beat boss, so angelic. You don't wanna try me, I go give you headache. You ready wanna mess with the hardest, working far from certain. I grind to my abs, I hurt map, a tough big shock, and they passing surfing. Yeah, style put it down like box, I couldn't train to the world. Man was smoking, change tune, but they copy it far from perfect. They do miss imminent to break it down. I say soon, I ain't bringing it. Tell you really make rules. So boy thing I to represent. Do the rap so thing I'm an element. Draw militant tweet and I out a fan. We skin dread peeps going out of clan. No label, I give myself an advance. Certain tables, they say I never stand a chance. They ain't able, they love spread hand to hand. No fable, so they saying Icy man. Tell ya Icy man when I do my thing. Steady getting fans every tune I bring. Now we on top, all you watching we. All you too bad mind, just stop it please. Now we do the thing, we starting up now. 2 punching, shutting and parking up now. We done by half, you have enough now. And the girl did pass the ratchet up now. 17 on the beach, you're starving up now. His face on the beach, you're large enough now. Any fat on the street, we have enough tongue. Too much men and storm when you have it down soon. Tunis like salt piece, rap soup, tunis like salt piece, rap soup, in $1 jams like salt piece, rap soup, tunis like salt piece, in $1 rap soup, rap tunis like salt piece, so embedded. Never killing any beat boss, so angelic. You don't wanna try me, I go give you headache. Tunis like salt piece, tunis like salt piece, rap soup, in $1 tunis like salt piece, rap soup, tunis like salt piece, in $1 jam and the rap soup, tunis like salt piece, so embedded. Never killing any beat boss, so angelic. You don't wanna try me, I go give you headache.
game was very intense. We came up against a very good team tonight in Club Sando. I think Club Sando didn't allow us to play. They know we have technically good players on the ball. I think they know we have speed. There's no secret. Club Sando's strength today was being organized. They were very organized. They played a 3-5-2 system. They had speed on the ball. I think Shaquille Henry came off the bench, good player, and that was it. They were very organized tonight. In sports, everybody wants to win. In any sport, everybody wants to win. We were disappointed, but we're not frustrated on it. Football is the winner. Right now, football is the winner because they've seen the crowd coming out. So we just have to keep doing what we're doing and promote the game to the best of our abilities and take it from there.
Fantastic game from the guys today. I couldn't ask for more. Defensive structure, sticking to the game plan, playing on the counter-attack. I just, the only thing that we didn't do is score one of the chances that we got. We got about 3 or 4 half chances and then 2 really good chances that I thought that we should have taken. But fantastic result for the guys today. We have been playing 4-3-3 for the whole tournament. We know that Rangers will be fitter than us, so we had to be tactically fitter than them today. And tactically fitter than them simply means we nullify the 2 strikers that they have by playing 3 centre-halves in defence with 2 wing-backs to pick up the wingers. And then we had 4 in midfield to match their 4 in midfield. And then we had 1 up front to go on his own on the counter-attack. So, yeah, we definitely tweaked the system today. And just one day on a blackboard, I was very proud of the guys today, to be honest. We were comfortable. I mean, the scouting reports and the information that we would have had on them is that they're playing 4-4-2. The wingers come and narrow sometimes, or they go wide to create space for the strikers, and they try to get the ball in behind for Jamal. So with the 3rd stopper, we nullify that, because when we get tight on them and they go long, then we had the 3rd stopper to win the ball. So it was the wing backs nullified their wingers and tracked them all the way. So they couldn't get that opportunity on the flanks, and then they couldn't beat us in the back with the long ball that they play for Jamal does so well. I mean, you saw a little kid today, number 17, Kevon Williams. He was tremendous. He's only been with us about 3 weeks now. He's from Karipi Chima. Know some people say that the Colleges League doesn't develop, but he has come straight from the Colleges League into here. Again, I just want to congratulate the people at Rangers for throwing this tournament, also for the facility that we could come and play in an atmosphere like this, because it gives the fellas a different vibe when you play community football, and I hope that we could have more community fields, and I hope that all the stakeholders in football can come together, that we can get football to go forward.
So another goalless draw, La Horquetta Rangers unable to score against a Pro League club, Club Sando, the latest opponent. Certainly the field played its part. It was very tight once again.
Yep.
But the tactics, they were able to neutralize the home team, Club Sando.
Listen, when I look at this Rangers side, they've played exactly the same all of the games that I've seen them. There's been no change within the 90 minutes. And listen, today's football, you've got to be able to change. If you score a goal, you might want to go a bit more defensive, tighten the game up. If you go a goal behind, you've got to be able to create more chances. And I'm not seeing that from this Rangers side. So every team that comes to the grounds at La Horquetta and they're well organised defensively, they look like they can hang out for a draw, Vidia. And I think that's detrimental to this Rangers side, who are very talented, but there needs to be more activity, changes of player within the 90 minutes.
Yeah, just need one more arrow in the quiver, really. You certainly do need that in this league. Now, has it damaged their chances of winning the league? I
think so. I mean, when you look at, I think Jamal Francois has been fantastic up front. I think he's a great young player, and he's done some great things. Akim Andrews has partnered him today. I didn't think looked anywhere near as comfortable on the ball as he has done when he's played out wide, right? But I think this, again, sometimes underestimating the opposition. expecting to just blow over the top of them. It wasn't that way because they come Club Sando, as we knew they would, by being very strong defensively. Sometimes one man up front, a back five, a midfield four, and one up front is difficult to break down.
Yeah, certainly they were. And that's what Dave Quamina said after the match. He said that Club Sando did not allow them to play their game.
Yeah, they just kept it tight. They came for the draw. And then as the game wore on, they made one or two changes late in the game to try and nick all 3 points. This game, Vidia, could have gone either way. Both sides, I thought, had one or two really good chances. Maybe should have scored. But I think a draw at the end is probably a fair result.
Yeah, it certainly was. And Angus also spoke about after the game, saying that really using those three defenders at the back nullified their wingers, especially they were five at the back, in fact. They really nullified their wingers.
Yeah.
They were able to match them in midfield also.
Correct. I mean, normally when you see a back three, you're expecting them two wing backs to get forward. That wasn't the case. They did play with a back five. The two full backs pretty much stayed where they were. They didn't offer anything going forward, and it was a midfield four with the one guy up front. Sometimes, I mean, it's very good defensively, absolutely, but when you're trying to win a game, attacking wise, it didn't offer a lot at all.
And of course, Angus Eve's teams rely on those speedy forwards. Trevin Caesar, who is now in the United Arab Emirates, he was certainly missed.
Yeah, he's speedy, he's quick, he's unbelievable. And I think that experience that he's got of the Pro League, he's really too good for these divisions, and I think he was always going to be a power to be reckoned with. But they will miss him because that one goal that Angus Eve's looking to score and then defend, sometimes if it doesn't come, their goals against this season haven't been good.
Yeah, it certainly hasn't. Taking a look back at Rangers, we're sort of seeing two teams.
Yep.
We're seeing one that's very explosive against the Super League teams, scoring 21 goals in those 3 matches. But against the Pro League teams, it's a different, it's almost schizophrenic.
Listen, Vidia, I can't stress enough, coaching, organisation, structure of your team is so important because Rangers have got a great side on paper. So teams are coming to La Horquetta prepared to battle it out, fight it out, and make it difficult. And unless you've got, within that 90 minutes, the ability to change up to get that goal that you need, Rangers will continue to struggle.
Yeah. And quickly, can they now go on to still take the title?
I think it's very unlikely. I think the sides in front of them, particularly Caledonia, I think I've seen them once already, and they look good. And I think Army as well, probably too strong for them.
Well, third place might not be too bad, but I don't think they'll be too happy with that at all. Well, coming up, we'll go to the game between Police and QPCC. But first, a word from our sponsor, Terminix.
Pest control is a pain, but you don't have to go it alone. If you're a business that needs someone who will fix your problems point blank, go with the brand that's tested. Go with Terminix. Born almost a century ago in Memphis, Tennessee, Terminix International's mission has been to spread its innovations across the world through its integrated pest and termite management system, reducing the infestation of pests and vermin. Our Trinidad franchise neutralizes the threat of tropical insects and ensures that companies, from food production to hospitality, protect their investment and get the maximum value from our relationship. And we've been doing it well for over 20 years. Termites and pests are relentless, but they're no match for Terminix. Contact us today for a free consultation and quote, and let's introduce you to convenience. Protect your premises today. Choose a service provider that persists. Talk to Terminix.
Pests bothering you? Call Terminix at 672-5007 or 672-0042 or visit our website at terminix.co.tt for a free quote and consultation. Join our fight against pests. Welcome back, and now on to our second game. Police taking on QPCC. Police have been in the wars recently. They lost their last 2 games to Caledonia and Defence Force, while QPCC have just won their first game. They beat Prisons 1-0.
Listen, Vidia, I'm not sure how this game's going to go because both of these sides have struggled, particularly QPCC. They're a side that have got so much potential, but they look like they're so frightened to go forward. They've had so many draws in the recent games.
Let's see how they fare. It is Police FC against QPCC.
first half, Police were more organized. They were winning all the individual battles, and they had the clearer chances. We had a clear plan coming into the game, and for some reason, key men in that plan, the two wide men, weren't following the defensive instructions as given to them. The difference in this competition to me is that you have teams that are playing, well, supposedly training on a professional level, and then you have part-time teams like us. So once those teams are structured properly, we're going to struggle, and they're going to be more difficult games than this game coming forward.
We are training something and we're going out on the field and doing something completely different. Looking like, like our organization is not what it ought to be. So we are at present we having some problems. And I mean, I just had a very serious talk with the team there and thinking about going forward, particularly going into the league. And our ambitions, right? What it is we want to do. But at present, things are not just simply just not going the way they're supposed to go. We have some work to do. I'm hoping that we could sort it out, over the next 4 games and start whatever season is. It actually is going to have on a positive note and continue throughout the season.
So that is draw number 4 for Queen's Park for the season. They end up 1-1 with Police. Let's go to our final game now, and this is Defence Force against FC Santa Rosa. Defence Force are 1 point ahead of Caledonia with their big clash coming up on Wednesday. Yeah. And Santa Rosa, they beat Guaya 3-1 in their last game.
Listen, I think this is a tough game for Santa Rosa because they played. Listen, they're one of the sides within this competition, Vidia, that have used the youth, used some youngsters. This Army side are very experienced, some national players in there, tough to beat, very energetic, look like they're fit as well. And of course, they've got this guy, Devon Joslin, up front, might be carrying a bit of weight, but keeps on scoring goals. Yeah, let's see if he can get some more. It is Defence Force. They come up against FC Santa Rosa.
They have no stage that big enough. They have no stage that high enough. They have no stage that wide enough for me. We ready. Since I'm small, I want to make it. Watch how Marshall have them shaking. Destra, only man them bracing. I know I come to listen, cause I am your king and you are my queen. We mashing up tongue and causing a scene. This soca kingdom is big enough to hold me. Let me wine like royalty, cause I am your king and you are my queen. We mashing up tongue and causing a scene. Hey, tell them no, come on, I'm gonna try and stop we. We come out to run the party, wine like royalty. Let me see ya. From back, give it to me. From back, push it down. From back, give it to me. From back, push it down. Soca Kingdom is big enough to hold me. Let we wine like royalty. Cause I am the king, and you are my queen. We mushing up tongue, and causing the scene. Hey, tell them no, come on, I'm gonna try and stop me. We come out to rule this party. Wine like royalty. WTL, come back, give it to me. Come back.
I thought Santa Rosa tried to play behind our backs, right? You really go back and watch the game. You know, they was trying for these long balls behind our players' back, and I think you know, we dealt with it proper.
First of all, we tried to play a tactical game. Right, this is the best team in the tournament, one of the best, if not the best team in the country. And therefore, we couldn't come and play our normal game. We knew that they could pass the ball and maintain possession, and we gave them that. This is the toughest match that we have played in the tournament, and the toughest match that Santa Rosa has played in 2 years, right? Because last year we didn't have the opportunity to play in FA Cup or Toyota Cup or whatever against any Pro League teams. This was a step up for our boys, our team, and you know, thanks to the defense force for that.
So Devon Jostling scoring his 6th goal of the season. He still needs 3 to go past Kevon Woodley, who is up to 9. He's the top scorer now. 3-1 win for Defence Force there. Coming up, we'll wrap up the show, but first, a word from our sponsor.
The situation we have here is that these characters, and I refer to them as pests, right? What they are doing is destroying our country, but not on my watch. No street, no turf, no block shall belong to these cockroaches, right? It's no longer business as usual. Happy hour is over. If they don't fear God, at least they will fear Terminix.
Have you considered how your methods could impact on pests across the country?
I find we look after the rights of pests as opposed to the rights of the 1.3 million law-abiding citizens in Trinidad and Tobago. I wonder if Roach Ladden's son come here for the carnival, if you'll interview him, eh?
But how could you defend one shot, one kill?
What, you want me to throw a pillow at him?
I didn't say that.
No, well, if a roach jumps in front of you now, what will you do?
Run.
Oh, Jesus, Lord Father.
Pests bothering you? Call Terminix at 672-5007 or 672-0042 or visit our website at terminix.co.tt for a free quote and consultation. Join our fight against pests. Oh, Terry, where does the time go? We're almost up to the end of the show already, but just enough time to ask you about this. Well, a request was made by the Ascension Invitational Football League to have a second round, but the TTFA committee has said this week that that request has been turned down. And, of course, they've reaffirmed that the Pro League will begin on October 4th.
Listen, I can't believe this, Vidia. 20 years I've been in Trinidad and I've been involved in football throughout that period of time. And it's never been as good as what we've seen in this Ascension League, recognising that the games are pulling in a crowd. You've got entertainment before, during and after the game. So the management of Ascension are doing their best to bring communities together. And we are now over 250 days into 2019 and the Pro League haven't started, haven't kicked the ball. The Super League haven't kicked the ball as yet. And I'm looking at people like Selby Brown. Listen, we haven't got any representation of the Players Association or the Coaches Association. And from what I know, the years that I've been in the game here, the vets have never had anything to do with it. And yet we've got somebody chairing the board here, making decisions as to how football works along.
Yeah, certainly it is a situation that we will monitor.
Yeah.
Will the Pro League start on October 4th?
I'm really not sure whether that will happen because they've got to be... The problems that they've got is they've got to bring their financials to the table, and I'm not so sure any of the clubs will have that.
Right, Terry, well, we'll check out that situation and we'll monitor it as the story shakes out. Well, if you want further highlights or further episodes, you can check that out on terminix.co.tt, and you can follow up all the action on Wired 868. We even had one of the coaches endorsing Wired 868. Angus Eve said that he bases scouting on reports on Wired 868. That was a big endorsement indeed. Well, it's goodbye from the Play Ascension Football Show. I'm Vidia Ramphal alongside Terry Fenwick. Hope you'll join us next week.
I met this girl, she had so much vibes. Used to wind down low from carnival time. Had my eyes on her as my lovely bride, but my eyes was lies cause they loved the fight. Could I take she down?